today. From Levi's.
Knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago.
Question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the space and see what he can do after the catch.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now run in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the build. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way. Just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another. And they go flying past the marker for a for 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Forced out to his left. Probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jones' throw, meanwhile, taken in by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 6 now. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, we head out to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, sharp in the victory, as his guys find the win column for just the 2nd time all year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. This is bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A first down carry for Barkley. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Right back to Juszczyk again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, Both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Jones on 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points. Not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Purdy bootlegging it. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Purdy. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, now Purdy. And that's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Half 18, half 18. Silver apple.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second.